So this video is on how to use the 45-45-90 rule to solve a triangle. So this is coming out of the geometry review notes, and right here they talk about a 45-45-90 triangle. So basically you have to have a 45-45-90 triangle. So if you're given an isosceles right triangle, meaning you have a right triangle, and you have an angle that is 45 degrees, and they're going to tell you a segment length. They're either going to tell you a leg or they're going to tell you the hypotenuse. Let's say they tell you the leg is 9. So if that is 9, then you automatically know that this is 9 and this is 9 radical 2. That is what you know. So try another one. If they give you an isosceles right triangle, you have to know you have a right triangle. You have to know you have 45 degrees. They might tell you this segment length is equal to that segment length. If they tell you that, that's enough to know that you have a 45-45-90 triangle. And that means the legs are each 1, and the hypotenuse is radical 2 times bigger. So if they give you one of the legs, let's say they give you that this is 12. If they give you that, then the other leg has to be 12, and the hypotenuse has to be 12 radical 2. Okay. If they give you an isosceles right triangle, so you know it's a right triangle. They tell you you have a 45-degree angle, and they give you the hypotenuse. So this is a 45-45-90 triangle. The relationship is 1 root 2. They give you across from the 90-degree angle. Across from the 90-degree angle, they give you 18. So this must be 18. Across from the 45-degree angle, we don't know what it is, so we're just going to call it x. So we're going to put x here. We're going to put an equal sign here. And now when we look at this, this is the equation we have. And so basically, if we do the math, it says x is equal to 18 over the square root of 2. You can't have a square root of 2 in the denominator. So to get rid of the square root of 2 in the denominator, you have to rationalize it by multiplying by 1 as a square root of 2. And that's going to give you x is equal to 18 radical 2 divided by 2. So x is equal to 9 radical 2. So this is equal to 9 radical 2, and so is this. If they give you a square, and they tell you it is a square, they tell you it is a square because they're telling you all 4 sides are the same length, and you have a right angle. That makes it a square. Okay. Actually, all of them would be right angles. If one is a right angle, they all, anyway, it doesn't matter. So they give you that. Let's say that you put a diagonal through your square. So there's a diagonal through your square. Let's say that you know one side of your square is 5. That means that this is going to be 5, and this is going to be 5 radical 2. Let's say they give you a square. That's a better looking square. Actually, it looks like a square. Let's say they give you a square, and they mark it in such a way that you know it's a square. They put the diagonal in the square, and they tell you the diagonal is 30. And they ask you, how big is the side? Well, this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Relationship is 1, 1, root 2. You don't know how long a side is, but you do know the hypotenuse is 30. So x is equal to 30 radical 2 over 2, because you can't have a radical in the bottom. So x is equal to 15 radical 2. Let's say they give you a 45, 45, 90 triangle. That might look better. And you know you have a right angle. You know you have 45 degrees. And you know that this is 7. Well, the relationship is 45, 45, 90 triangle. The relationship is 1, 1, root 2. The 7 is the hypotenuse. So what we don't know is the leg. So we are going to multiply top and bottom by radical 2. So x is equal to 7 radical 2 over 2. And in Canvas, you are going to write that 7 radical 2 over 2. Like that. All right, my friends, that's how you do 45, 45, 90 triangles.